to ask you, did we have homework or do we not have the homework yani, that's in the weekly plan? Should we not
Yes.
solve it?
No,
Or should
solve it,
we?
please. It's question 1 and 2 in on page 10.
Because I forgot to check the weekly plan then and I didn't solve it. Is that
After we take the section, we take question 1 and 2 in the assessment or in the review, as they call it.
okay?
Okay. Girls, previous time we discussed the scarcity and the science of economics. Scarcity, and we said because the resources are limited, so they have to make decisions whether what to produce and how to produce and to whom to produce. So these are the 3 questions that they have to decide before they start to produce. What to produce, how to produce, and to whom they produce. Today we will discuss section 2. Okay, it's on page 12. Basic economic concepts. Basic economic concepts. Some some definitions. We'll take some definitions related to economics. Okay. One minute, girls.
Okay. Okay, miss.
Okay, I will share with you my PowerPoint. Did you take this chapter before?
Yes.
Yes, the definitions
But
you
not
took
that
before?
much.
Yes, you took it? Okay. So take it as to reconfirm the information and your information in your mind. Okay, start from the beginning. I didn't share it. Here. Okay. So as we said, we'll take basic economic concepts. Can you see my PowerPoint, right?
Yes.
Girls can, yeah. Basic economic concepts. Okay. As we said, economic concepts mean economic definitions. So I will learn about some key economic terms and concepts. Okay. Goods, services, and consumers. Goods, services, and consumers. So okay, products are goods or services that are useful, relatively scarce, and transferable. What does it mean? Let's see. Okay, when you hear the word economics, girls, what comes into your mind? Big business, like a big factory, a multinational company, large corporations that run banks, petroleum, or companies that make automobiles like Mercedes or BMW, computers, okay, Apple, Nokia, and this, laptops, cell phones, and even the companies that produce books. Okay. So economic does include big business, but it also includes much more. Like other social science, economics has its own vocabulary. So it talks about the big business, okay, and it has its own vocabulary, okay, and uses some terms like recession, commodity, utility, and we will take this later. So in order to understand economics, okay, we have to uh, understand its definition. Okay. He says to you that economics is this study is concerned with economic products. What are economic products? Goods and services. So we have a good and we have a service. Good, service, and both of them, the goods and services, satisfy our wants and needs. Remember previous unit, we took a want and a need. Goods and services, they together, they do what? They satisfy our wants and needs. So how much does the goods cost? How much does the service cost? How much a goods costs, how much a service costs. It depends. It depends on what? If they are scarce and useful. If they are scarce and useful. Let's see. So there are different economic products that consumers use. Different economic products. Okay, products, economic products. A good, are you with me, girls? Grade 9.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
miss.
Okay. A good is a useful, tangible item, such as what? Such as this copybook. This is a good. I go to the supermarket and then I buy this. Tangible. Okay? A CD. Okay, all of this satisfy a want. A good is a copybook. Okay, is an eraser, AirPods. These are things I go and buy. Good. Capital goods are manufactured goods used to produce other goods and services. I don't understand it. What does it mean? Capital good is manufactured goods. You use them to produce other goods and services. How? So when I go to the bank and I see this machine of ATM machine, this is a capital good because it is there in the bank, okay? It is there in the bank to give me the money, okay? Okay? A machine in a factory, an oven in the bakery. When you go to buy bread, there is an oven. So oven there is a capital good. Then we have consumer good. Consumer good is goods intended for final use by individuals are consumer goods. What does it mean? These, the AirPods, the mouse, the ring. These are consumer good. Why? Because I am the consumer. I am the consumer. You are the consumer. Yara is the consumer. Razan is the consumer. Sewar is the consumer. They go to the shop and they buy. So consumer good is the products or the goods for the final usage by individual. Consumer good is divided into durable good and no, I'm not divided. It is more kind of good, okay, that lasts 3 years or more. When I use it on regular basis, it's a durable goods. Durable, it means it lasts. Durable goods include both capital goods, such as robot welders, and consumer goods. So that's why I say it is not a part of consumer. It is with the goods. So again, if I start from here, again, a good is a product, something. A good is something like this, like the AirPods. It is divided into capital goods. Capital goods is the machines inside a bakery, inside the laundry. You know, go to the laundry, you find a washing machine there, a cloth machine. Inside the ATM inside the bank. Capital goods. Then we have consumer goods. Is for the consumer that I go buy it. And then I have durable good. Durable good is something that lasts. How? And something I do not just buy for 1 year, like an automobile, like a car, automobile or automobile as they say. Car. A car, you buy a car for 1 year? You buy a car for 2 years, 3 years? No, I buy a car for 20 years, I can. Durable good. Or non-durable goods. It is an item that lasts for fewer than 3 years. When used on regular basis, teacher, I have a pen that lasts with me 10 years. Yes, but if you use it every day, it will not last 10 days, 10 years. We talk about the good that you use everyday usage. So if I take the pen and I write with it every day, it will be finished after a week. So it is non-durable good. But if I use a car every day, 10 years. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Capital good, consumer good, durable good, non-durable good. Then finish the good. Capital good, consumer, durable, non-durable. Now we go to the service. Service. Service is something performed for someone, a work performed for someone. Okay? Like what? Like when you go to the hair salon. You cut your hair. Who cuts your hair?
The one working there.
Yeah, the woman works there. If you want to fix your house, who comes to you? The carpenter, the plumber. And forms of entertainment such as concerts, parties. Who does this to you? A robot? No, people. So people are not good. They are services. They give you services. They clean for you. They wash your car for you. They wash your clothes. They deliver your food. They deliver your groceries. These are services. So you cannot take the delivery man and you keep it at your house, right? Because it's not a good.
No,
It's a
we
what?
can't.
Yeah, we can. Okay? Because he gives me a service. He is not a good. Okay? So what other kinds of services? Going to the doctor, a lawyer, teacher. Okay? We give you the service of teaching. The difference between a good and a service is a good is tangible, as we said, and can be touched. My AirPods. But a service is not. I can't hold it. If someone delivers me food, I can't hold it. Food is a good, but the delivery man, is a service. Who are the consumers? As I've just said, consumers are you and I. Consumers are you and I. When we go to use service to get goods, so we go to Al-Athaim to buy food. We go to Panda to buy food. We go to Zara to buy clothes. So we buy the goods and receive services to satisfy our wants and needs. So we go to buy water for our need. We go to buy clothes for our wants, because we know a want and a need. A need, I can't live without it. A want, I can manage it without it. So as consumers, people indulge in consumption, the process of using up goods and services in order to satisfy wants and needs. I want you to be with me in this point, girls. Some girls, some women, some men, they use the feeling of satisfying their wants and needs. They want to feel that they are satisfied. I want to feel satisfied. So I go for shopping and I shop for things I don't need. Okay? So what they are doing, they do not buy what they want or what they need. They buy just to satisfy their wants, yani satisfy a desire. So they are not just buying, and this is as we can say, a bad degree of buying and satisfying your wants and needs, because you can satisfy your needs. It's important, but it is not important to satisfy everything you want. Yeah, I want to buy this, I want to buy this, I want to buy this. I buy everything. Okay? Once, you know Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab, right?
Yes.
Yes.
He was once
Yes.
walking in the market, open market, and with another man, and this man, whenever he like anything, he buys it. So Sayyidina Umar said to him, أتشتري كل ما ترغب فيه? You, everything you see, everything you like, you buy? He wondered, how can someone buys everything he wants, which is what is not correct, when because our wants will not stop. We always want things, okay? So whenever we want to satisfy this feeling, we will buy more, 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 okay? So this is the process of using up goods and services in order to satisfy one's need. In a regular base, we go to buy food, we go to buy clothes, but don't go extreme, more than this. It's a way of our topic, but I just wanted to say to you. So, goods and services for our wants and needs. Consumers are those, or us, we are the consumers. Then we'll come to a very important point. Now we know the difference between a good and a service. AirPods is a good. AirPods is a good. Okay? But washing the laundry is service. How can I determine the price of the AirPods? How can I, or of this eraser? How can I, or this copybook? How can I determine the price of it? He says in order to determine a price of a good or a service, it depends on its scarcity and utility. Okay, teacher, we didn't take what is utility, but we took what is scarcity. Scarcity when there are no enough good for everyone. So there are not enough goods for everyone. It means that Apple, they only produce 1 million AirPods. So is it enough for all the people in the world?
No.
No.
It means that the AirPods are somehow scarce. You have to pay lots of money to get it. Right? Right? Or
Yes.
is it cheap? Yes. So, teacher, but what is the most thing we need in life? We can't live without
Water.
water. What is the cheapest drink you buy?
Water.
Water.
Isn't it normal? How can the most important thing in our lives, water, is the cheapest liquid I can buy from store?
Because it's everywhere.
Because it's everywhere. Actually, it's a bless. We should thank God for this. Because if it's expensive, poor people will never have it. So, but how can we determine its price? In economics, the value refers to worth, and it can be expressed in dollars and cents. So this eraser worth how much? We will see. So Adam Smith is as we can say, number one economist. He's a Scottish social philosopher. Came up with the term paradox of value, and paradox means what? Contradictions. One thing and its opposite. The paradox of value. What is the paradox of value? When I want this, I will die without this, right? I will die without water, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But I will not die if I don't wear my diamond ring. So if I have a diamond ring and I have water, I will not die without diamond ring, but I will die without water. Which should be more expensive? Water or diamond ring?
Water.
Water. Yeah, because I will die without it. But this is the paradox. The paradox, it means that the opposite happens. What? That water is cheap and the diamond ring that I don't need is expensive. Why? Why? He observed here again that some necessities, such as water, had a very low monetary value. On the other hand, some non-necessities, such as diamonds, had a very high value. He called it contradictions of the paradox of value. So economics knew that scarcity was necessary for something to have value. I cannot find many diamond rings, okay? There are not enough diamond in the world for everyone, but there is enough water. So the value of the subject depends on its scarcity. So when it's everywhere like water, it's not expensive. When it is rare and scarce, like a diamond, it's expensive. Okay? Okay, so number one, we understand the scarcity of the product. Number two, he says to you that scarcity alone doesn't fully explain how value is determined, so we have to take another element. The second element is utility. For a good or service to have value, it must also have utility, which varies by person. What is utility, teacher? Listen, it turned out that for something to have value, it must also have utility. What is utility? Capacity to be useful and provide satisfaction. Utility, capacity to be useful and provide satisfaction. Utility is not something that is fixed or measurable. I cannot measure it. It cannot be fixed, like this is 1 kilogram, or this is 1 meter, or utility of a good or service. No. Okay? The utility of a good or a service vary from a person to another. So we have the scarcity. We understand scarcity. What is utility? Utility difference between a man and another. One man might need to buy this kind of pen, so he has to pay 2 reals for it. Another man can't write with it, he has to write with this, so he has to pay 4 reals for it. So value for something to have monetary value, economists decide. It must be scarce and have utility. So this is the solution to the paradox of value. So the value of stuff or things do not depend on whether I need it or I want it. It depends first on its scarcity. Enough water for everyone, it's cheap. Scarce diamond for everyone, it's expensive. And two, utility. Utility, difference between a man and the other man. A man might want it, another man might not want it. So they process a value that can be stated in monetary terms. So water has utility. Everyone wants water, right or not? So water has utility because everyone wants water. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it is not
Yes.
scarce. It's not scarce. Yeah, it is there for everyone. Okay, so water is less expensive. So we took the value now, and we understand utility. The last thing to take is wealth. Wealth, the money a nation has. The money that a nation has. A nation's wealth is comprised of all tangible goods. How is it said? Tangible or tangible? Okay, doesn't mean that services are not useful or valuable. In an economic sense, the accumulation of products that are tangible, scarce, useful. Let me check it's tangible or tangible. It's like the movie for Rapunzel, right? Right, girls?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah, the movie of Rapunzel. Yes, I was correct. It's tangible. Okay, just to get sure. So, a nation's wealth is comprised of all tangible goods. Okay, again, for a nation is a country, like a country. What does this country have? Tells you if it is wealthy country or not. So, however, it doesn't mean that services are not useful or valuable. We have goods and we have services. Goods determine if the nation is wealthy. What about the services? It doesn't mean that services are not useful or valuable. They are also valuable. So in economic sense, the accumulation of products that are tangible, scarce, useful, transferable from one person to another is wealth. This is the wealth of nation. Goods, the tangible, and the scarcity of these products or of these goods, the usage or are they useful or not, and transferable can be transferred from a man to another, from one person to another is wealth. Okay, so he says to you, a nation's wealth, the wealth of Saudi Arabia, the wealth of Egypt, the wealth of Syria, the wealth of Jordan, the wealth of the United States, the wealth of Palestine, is comprised of all tangible items. You know what? In New Zealand, they don't have gas. For example, Saudi Arabia has gas, has petroleum products and this. So Saudi Arabia is more rich or wealthy than New Zealand. For example, girls, I don't know. Why? Because the natural resources. Saudi Arabia has gas. They have it has petrol. It has I don't know other. But in South Africa, they have diamonds. In South Africa, they have diamonds, but all the diamonds are stolen all the time. So they are not a very wealthy country. The number of factories, how many factories a nation has, because it tells you how much they produce. So if I have hundreds of factories, it means that I am a prosperous nation. Okay, prosperous nation. Stores, I have millions of stores. So it is financially well because people go and buy, and other shop owners, they sell. Houses, motels, theaters, furniture, clothing, books, highways, video games, and even basketballs that can be exchanged. All of these are counted as wealth. These are the wealth of a nation. Services, because they are intangible, they are not. So, again, it doesn't mean that services are not useful. Services are useful, as Adam Smith said. Who is Adam Smith? He is, as we said, a social philosopher who established the science of economics. He published a famous book called A Wealth of Nations in 1776. He was referring specifically to the abilities and the skills of nations people as the source of its wealth. So he added people to the source of the nation's wealth. Why? Because people are those who produce, people are those who think, people are those who invent, people are those who act. So people is also a very important source in its wealth. For Adam Smith, he said, if a country has material possessions were taken away, Its people, through their effort and skills, could restore these possessions. So if the country has brilliant people, they can grow together, they can cooperate together, grow together to make their nation stronger. Okay, as I said for you, in South Africa is full of diamond. Diamond is brought from South Africa because diamond was once coal, you know, coal that your dad barbecues with, use it in barbecue, but in a different form. With the Great Depression, this coal turns into diamond. So there are caves in South Africa to take diamonds, caves. But the diamonds are stolen. So it is not for the wealth for South Africa. It's not wealthy. Why? Because it doesn't take advantage of its diamond. Okay? So like in South Africa, it has diamond, but the people, they don't take the diamond, they don't work with it, they don't sell it. So the country is not wealthy enough. You understand, girls? I wrote this for you to understand. Yani this part for you is to understand. It is from the book. So again quickly. Today we discuss the goods and services. Good is something I go and buy. I can hold it, tangible item. Capital goods are the machines in the shops, like an oven in bakery. Capital goods. Then consumer good is what I go and buy. Durable good, like cars, last for years. Non-durable goods is a good that doesn't last for more than a specific time, like writing papers, clothes. Then a service is a work performed by another one to you. Then the consumers, you and I are consumers. And the value of a product depends on two things: scarcity and utility. Scarcity and utility. If the product is scarce, it is expensive, and people want it, because utility means that it's wanted. Yani people want it. So water has a utility because everyone wants water, but it is not scarce, so it's not expensive. So value is the worth for this thing that can be expressed in dollars and cents, and utility is that everyone wants it or not, varies from a person varies by person, from a difference from a person to another. And wealth is comprised of tangible goods for the nation. We finished. You understand?
Miss, can you repeat what is
Yes.
utility?
Utility is whether I need it or not, whether I want it or not. So for the water has utility because everyone wants it. But for diamond, not everyone wants it.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
No.
No.
You understood it very well?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You don't want to ask any questions?
No.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, guys. When it's time to study for the quiz, you study only from the PowerPoint. Okay.
Okay, Miss.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
teacher.
See you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
See you, miss. Bye.
Yes.
Have a
Bye.
nice day. Bye.